When you look at a strip like this out in a field, it's hard to understand how expensive this is for a farmer. That's why in today's Farm Basics, we wanted to talk about harvest loss.
Well, this is a perfect example of harvest loss because when this wheat field was being harvested, there was wheat seed that came out the back of the combine or maybe even fell off right at the header. So it did not end up in the grain bin. It did not get sold. It ended up getting reseeded, and now it's a weed because corn is going to be planted in this field next year. If this wheat seed comes up this next year, it's a weed and we've got to control it.
Well, to add insult to injury, you lost money by dropping grain on the ground. Now you have to go out and spend money to kill this stuff out in your field so it doesn't hurt the next crop. So it's a double whammy when you have harvest loss out in your field. So for farmers, this is one of the biggest things they're looking at harvest time. And no matter what crop they're raising, if they're raising wheat like here, or corn or soybeans, anything, you want to make sure you're getting all that seed into the combine so you can sell as much as possible.
But a farmer is never going to get 100% of the seed into that combine. And this is one of the reasons why new combines cost so much money, because they're trying to develop ways where they can get more of the grain in through the combine, get it harvested, and it doesn't blow out the back end of the combine, or it's not lost at the header on the combine. So with this particular case, I don't know exactly what was lost. We didn't do any study in this field or anything like that, but it wouldn't surprise me if we lost $30 to $50 an acre just on the ground.
Yeah, I was just talking to a farmer recently that lost almost 10 bushels of wheat valued at $8 per bushel. That's about $80 an acre, basically because the guys were just in too much of a hurry and weren't doing a good job running the equipment out on the farm. This is something with farmers that really has to be a core competency of that farm, is running equipment the best it can be run, because it's a really big deal out in the field. You think about harvesting 80 bushel wheat that's worth $8 a bushel. That's $640 an acre. But if you're wasting 8 or 10 bushels out there, you could be wasting $80 an acre really easily. So it's important.
Yeah, when a farmer's running a combine, basically what it comes down to is he's not just out there driving along. There are a lot of adjustments that can be and need to be made with that combine. So when I was talking about new combines cost so much money, they're trying to make a lot of those adjustments automatic to figure out and basically have the combine figure out if there's grain loss, and having sensors on there for grain loss and things like that. So as a farmer, you know, hey, I've got a major problem here, because in the old days we didn't have those kinds of things. So you just have to get out of the combine and physically check all the time. Well, that really makes harvest pretty slow, especially if you have lots of acres.
Well, there are a lot of things that it takes to be a successful farmer, and managing harvest loss on the farm is just one of the many things that they're going to be concerned about this fall.
But another one of the things is weed control. We'll talk about how you can stop our Weed of the Week coming up later in the show.